Hi there guys, Will here from WB Trading. I hope you're all very well. Now, I know that most of you who watch my videos are traders, some new, some old, and quite a few of you who trade my own strategies alongside me. And there might not be many of you who are investing your money outside of your trading account yet, but what does tie us all together is the reason why we're all active within the financial industry, which is to either make more money or to grow our money and build wealth. And that's the reason for this video today, to help you all to grow your money and to either begin building wealth or to share another way to do so, which leads us to the topic of this video, which is index funds. Now, if you aren't already putting money into an index fund, you are quite frankly insane in my opinion, because it's literally as close to free money as anyone is able to get on earth today. It genuinely is. You can literally bank transfer money over to an index fund at a click of a button, and with absolutely no work whatsoever, your money begins working for you and generating income without you lifting a single finger. You don't even have to get out of bed, and your money is making money for you in the background. I know that sounds too good to be true, but I guarantee you it does exactly that, as I'm about to show you. So firstly, what is an index fund? Well, it's similar to a mutual fund in that it's actively managed, and what an index fund does is typically let you buy either a basket of stocks or, as you might have guessed, to track global indexes or sectors collectively, gaining, broad diversified market exposure across all major sectors. You're probably asking right now, why not just trade the markets? Great question. And of course, if you have the time and you have strategies that provide an edge, then brilliant. Trade your own money, just like I do myself. But the reason I also use index funds outside of my trading accounts is because it's completely passive. It doesn't require any work, any monitoring or attention. And it just allows you to grow what spare money you might have in an alternate environment with, again, no work whatsoever at a very, very low cost with, low volatility and in turn low risk. I've said this already, but again, it's as close to free money as you're able to get as a human here on earth today, in my opinion. And it actually gets better too. If you're in the UK, you can even buy an index fund through an ISA or an individual savings account, that is. And this is the best bit. Profits are completely tax-free. Yep, you heard me correctly. If you buy an index fund through an ISA, although they only allow you to put a maximum of 20,000 in each year, any profit generated is not taxed whatsoever. So to put that into perspective with a simplified example, let's imagine you head over to, let's say, Vanguard, who provide the index funds that I invest in myself, and you put £20,000 into an index fund via an ISA today. So in 1 year, if the fund has grown by a fairly realistic 7% or so, you now have £20,700. Now, it doesn't sound like a lot, does it? But that's £700 completely free for absolutely zero work on your part whatsoever. And the typical fee that Vanguard in particular charge is around the 0.22% mark, meaning you keep just under 100% of the profits generated. Very, very low fees. So let's come back to the indexes themselves. We all know what they are: the S&P 500, the Germany 30, the Dow Jones, and so on. And when your average person thinks stock market, that's more or less what they're thinking about, because that's what they're seeing being talked about on the news, on television, and so on. And the average person's thoughts on the stock market, after all the propaganda they've seen so often, is that it's constantly jumping up and down, making major moves, and it's incredibly risky. And this is true if we're talking about physically trading in and out of positions regularly. There's a lot of risk in active trading, as us traders know all too well. But investing via an index fund is, I dare say, the safest investment out there. And what a lot of people don't actually know is that certain index funds are so well diversified that they own more or less every reputable public company, either within certain countries like the United States and or even the world. And again, going back to the ease in which you can put money into one, it allows you to compound your money, which over the long term can seriously add up. There's a reason why Warren Buffett recommends index funds as his number one suggestion to anyone who asks him the question, where should I invest? He's actually even instructed the trustee in charge of his entire net worth to put 90% of it in an index fund for his wife when he dies. If that doesn't say it all, that he trusts 90% of his billions of dollars to an index fund, then nothing does, to be honest. I'd certainly trust Warren. And by the way, guys, I'd just like to add that yes, I use Vanguard myself to invest in their life strategy fund through a UK ISA, but disclaimer, this isn't financial advice, and if you do decide to use Vanguard, I'm not getting paid any affiliate fees. There's no affiliate links in the description, and I'm not making any money from this video whatsoever. The reason that I've made this video for you all is firstly because I love sharing ways in which other people could make more money, because building wealth is something that I'm incredibly passionate about, and secondly, I just want to help, really. You know, I find helping other people succeed pretty fulfilling, and to be honest, if just one of you watching this takes my advice, begins investing in an index fund, and it at the very least helps you to exit the rat race, I've done my job, and I'll be a happy guy. So that's all from me. I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you found this video inspiring in some way. And if you do have any thoughts or questions, please do use the comments section. I'll come right back to you. Please do subscribe and hit the bell notification so that you are notified when I share new content. And although this has been a fairly basic introductory video to index funds, I hope that I've kind of shared enough info with you to help. So guys, thanks again for tuning in once again, and I'll hope to have you back here on the channel soon. Thanks, guys.